I can't see anything. How are you guys doing tonight? Good? Oh my gosh, I love Fort Myers. I found out recently that it's Spanish for reverse mortgage. I love that. I love coming to this club. You know things are great when you got like a pair of crutches over here, and you got like a walker back there. I saw that with the knee thing. God, that's when you know things are going good. Oh my goodness, last year I was fortunate enough to go to New York City. I got to perform at Gotham Comedy Club and Broadway Comedy Club, and a couple months ago I was in the Virgin Islands. You don't have to be one to be there. And tonight, I'm here. Between the crutches and the walker. This is great. So my career is on fire right now. It's not often you get to perform at a strip mall with a Sprouts and a pita place. That's fantastic. Did the whole town turn out tonight? Are you all here? Everyone, the whole village? Where's the birthday person? Who is it? This one? What's the story? Yeah, nobody fucking knows anything. Jesus, I recently had a birthday. I recently turned 50. 9. I don't say them together because it's too painful. That's a tough one. I recently found out that I'm ma'am years old now. Are you ma'am? I'm ma'am years old. You've been man for a while? I always thought you were a woman. I just didn't see that come. No, you've been man for a while. It does sound like you're saying man, right? I gotta go down here because that light's like right in my eye. Oh my gosh, and I was lucky enough I got to perform on Princess cruise ships. Anybody where are the cruisers? The whole village is a cruiser. You've all cruised, right? Yeah, that was a weak, sad, pathetic clapping. I got to perform on Princess cruise ships, and weird shit happens when they're on the cruise ship. Have you noticed? People are weird when they're just like, buffet. They don't know what they're doing anymore. There was a woman that came to guest services, and she said, the microwave in my room doesn't work. Well, that's a safe. Thanks so much for coming to the late show. I love that. This is the late. Thank you for staying up past my bedtime. I appreciate that. I know there's a lot of other fun things you can do in Fort Myers on a Thursday night. But you chose this. This is good. Thank you so much. And you know what I've noticed about, maybe you noticed this too, you don't get good shit for your birthday anymore. Have you noticed this? What did you get this? This is your birthday? That's not good. Anybody else? What did you get for your last birthday? You look old. Oh, you're not that old. Damn, I'm going blind. Now, what did you get for your last birthday? Nothing. You got nothing. You see the pregnant pause? Nothing. You know what I got for my last birthday? I got a coupon for a colonoscopy. I'm at the point in my life now where I have to turn the radio down now in order to read the street signs. Right? Man? And I had to trade my minivan in recently for something with a much, much larger mirror. Because when I was in my 20s, I used to go to frat parties and get fucked up. But now I just sit in my driveway and I pluck chin hairs out of my chin. And I glue them onto my head. Most of this is just an upcycled beard. God, I don't tell you about that part. I have no thigh gap. Can you see that? I have no thigh gap. I was sitting on the toilet recently. I dropped my cell phone and my thighs were like, no, girl, no, nothing's getting through here. You've noticed the vest by now, I know. I kind of look like a 60-year-old diabetic Girl Scout. That was the look I was going for. That's what I wanted. Who took a nap before coming out tonight? Clearly you did, for sure. Who else took a nap before coming out tonight? You guys, for sure, the cruisers. Did you? Yeah, who likes the naps? I love the naps. I napped so hard recently, I threw my back out. I sneezed and I tweaked the neck. I'm 1 floor away from complete paralysis at this point. got the turkey neck now. The turkey neck, right? I couldn't go out the whole last week for fear of being shot. I got a turkey neck, and it goes with the crow's feet and the bat wings. I got the whole animal kingdom going on. It's not good. One thing I've noticed about getting girls, nobody wants to kidnap you anymore, right? Right, Bertie girl? Nobody wants to, when was the last time you got kidnapped? No, nobody wants to kidnap you anymore. Did you get kidnapped recently? No, nobody wants to kidnap you. Not when they see how much rope and duct tape it's going to be to get your fat ass in the van. In the 80s, we used to go to bars and get roofied. It was a pleasure. Now I go to a bar, I push my drink over there, I'm like... He's like... It's not good. When you're in your 20s, this is easy street, right? Now it's a lot more like Alligator Alley. You're in your 20s, you can go out at night, bend over without having a stroke. It's not good. It's bad. And then you get the chest pains. What's the first thing we think when you get chest pain? Heart attack! That's it! Heart attack! Right? My biggest fear is that I'm going to die in Walmart. Do you worry about this? Is this a legitimate... Where do you fear dying? Home! Why? Huh? If you live alone? Cats, dogs? No, oh, you really are alone. Okay, you what plants? Is there a plant? Okay, okay. Well, okay, I can see that. But no, let's get back to me. You said that it's a fear. It's a legitimate fear. I walk into places and I think, is this where I'm going to die? Walmart is where I don't want to die. I don't want that to be my legacy. If you should see my dead rigor mortis body there next to the toilet paper, can you please drag it? It's heavy, get friends. Can you drag it to someplace more respectable, like a Target or a Publix? I could live with that. And there's a lot of upkeep. Have you noticed the upkeep? A lot of upkeep. I'm not doing it for me. It's not for the boyfriend I don't have right now. Really, it's just for the coroner. Because I do not want to be on that slab. And he'd be like, Bobby, come take a look. What is that? And what is that? I can't live with that. I can't have that be my legacy. That's not good. All right, that went over like a lead. So good. I love this. I did want to do something nice for myself. I wanted to get one of those Brazilian bikini wax. Anybody brave enough to do it? Oh, just one guy in the back. Well, and I went there, and because of my age, it was called the Wax Museum. And they said to me, first time, you get half off. Which half? Ultimately, I could not afford the Brazilian, but I did get a Mexican. I do not know what it is, but now every 2 weeks they come and weed whack the bushes. Does anybody else celebrate anything? Anniversaries, divorces, clear STD test? Anybody? What is your name? Jerry. Okay. And ma'am, you're years old, Jerry. This is brilliant. Okay, we're gonna put a pin in Jerry, and we'll come back to him later. Because it's very funny. We don't realize, but it is. So anyway, what? Do we know? You know the story about Jerry? No, okay. I have terrible ADHD, just in case you didn't notice. That's squirrel. But I went out one night, and I thought I had locked my house, and my alarm system went off. And anybody ADHD? We're the ADHDers. Where are you? You know who you are. You ready? Raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand. You know you're out there. I see you, I see you. We are not tidy people. We are messy, messy, messy people. Because we want to be, but we can't. So I went out one night, and I came home to 5 cop cars on my front lawn. And there was a cop that came running out, and he was all excited. He said, "You're going to have to come inside. We're going to have to identify everything that's been stolen. And your house is ransacked. It's one of the worst things I've ever witnessed in my life." And I go in, and it's bad. There is stuff everywhere. There's things thrown around. There's a rabbit in the bathtub, y'all. There are people in my pool I've never seen. There's just stuff everywhere. Broken dishes. It's a disaster. And I'm like, yeah, this is pretty much the way I left it. Because my house on a good day looks like it just woke up and it's still in its pajamas, you know, and it hasn't brushed its hair or teeth. That's the way my house looks on a regular. You know, do you ever notice you can look at somebody and just kind of tell exactly what the inside of their house looks like? Have you ever done this? Or is this just an ADHD thing? I'm the kind of ADHD that if you invite me to your home, I am going to look through your bathroom cabinets. I'm going to do that. That's the kind of ADHD I have. I got my friends, I got my posse. You learn who your friends are at this point, right? Right, middle. Where are my menopausal ladies? Raise your hand, make some noise, menopausal ladies. There's one, there's a woo. You learn who, you got your posse, you got your friends. I got my friends. We're kind of like an angry menopausal geriatric pussy riot is what we are. Bunch of horcruxes. And between the 4 of us, we have half a uterus and 7 fake tits. Does not take us much to get drunk these days between the acid and the high blood pressure medication. We're like 12-year-old girls who just had their first sip of Hennessy. Like a shrieking and giggling, and every somebody tinkles. Oh my gosh. But we do this thing, and I'm not proud of it. My girlfriends and I, we do this thing. We up our age. Have you ever done this? Up the age to make yourself, this is pathetic and sad and lonely. We do this to feel better, because we don't get a lot of compliments at this point. So we tell people that we're 69 instead of 59. And people say, "Damn, you're 69? We always thought you were 70. Even though I'm nearly 60, I am fortunate enough, I still have my mother. Clap it up if you still have your parents. Got your parents? Yes, that was a watery, sad, pathetic clap. I said, you know, I got my mother. She's now like in her 90s, and when you get up that age, you know, things are just not as sharp as they used to be, right? She says stuff, she says weird things, it's flipping hysterical. We do not try to correct her because it's just too funny. She asked me, she said, "Tell me about that January 6th Inquisition." I said, "The Inquisition? You mean like in Spain in 1492? That Inquisition?" I said, "No, it was an insurrection. And she said, "Oh, your father had that." It was really painful. And then she and I traveled to the homeland. We went to Ireland because we're Jewish. And we wanted to, when you go to Ireland, you gotta kiss that Blarney Stone thing, right? You gotta do that. Anybody been to the homeland? Yes, there is. Did you kiss the Blarney Stone? And she's warning me, she goes, "You know, be careful, you're gonna get something on here, like a little coleslaw." And then she was tired from the plane. She's like, "I'm really tired, but I can't sleep. I think I'm gonna take some melanoma." And and then we wanted to go out one night. She's like, "I've got my little BLT. I gotta put on my little BLT. Little black dress." It's great. Love that. So, is there anybody dating? Daters? Where are you, daters? Where are you? These two? These two right here? Oh, nice. Oh, you own that. And how did you meet, nephew and girlfriend? Oh, what kind of school? Oh, high school. And how long have you been together? Okay, so you're 18. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you're young. You're young. Are you old enough to be in here? So you met the old guy. Does anybody, you know about these dating sites that have now the fish, the Christian Mingle, the thing that the Uber Eats, the DoorDash, the Grubhub? It's not easy for me to date. I don't look good on a dating site. Are you surprised by that? I have 3 cats, and I live in a studio apartment with 4 other people. I don't look good on a dating site. And I have 3 cats. I got, these are their names. I got Breakfast Cowboy, I got Indian Larry, and I got Maury Povich. We still have not figured out who his father is yet. But the bigger question is that I don't look good on a dating site. And it's not easy. It's not easy for me to date. Not at this point in my marriage. Where are the married people? Pop it up. Make some noise. Act like you're happy. And what about the happily married people? It's a totally different group. Did you hear that? It was a totally different, separate, other crowd. So I've been married for 40 years. I know, hold the applause. But it's the same person. We did not meet on the Uber Eats, the DoorDash, the Grub. We met the old-fashioned way. We met at a bar with a lot of alcohol and really bad decisions. I was looking for a free Cabernet, and so I got couples counseling and a 30-year fixed. And we were 20 when we met, and so we did one of those prenuptial agreements. Did you know 20-year-olds have so much valuable crap, right? We had a milk crate and 3 fake IDs. But, so one thing I love, I hate marriage. One thing I love about being married is I think the first 8 to 10, who's been married like longer than 40? You got anybody longer than 40? Am I the longest running person in this room with marriage? It's like a death sentence. I feel, where are you? I win. Okay, fair enough. Okay, it's me. It's just, well, I'm going to teach you guys a lot of things. I feel like the first 8 to 10 years of marriage are pure hell. Very, very hard. But the next 15 to 20 are so much worse. Much worse. The thing about us is that we are in an open marriage. We're in an open marriage. Anybody else in an open marriage? Again, it's just me. So we're in an open marriage. I didn't think I was going to like it. I didn't. I really enjoy it. I'm embracing the lifestyle. I love it. I have not told him about it yet. And one of the things I do love about being married is that I love those long romantic weekend getaways, right? I love the Airbnbs and the coffee shops, and I love that. The hardest part is coming home after 5 days and hearing him go, well, where the hell you been? That's rough. That's not easy. When I was first married, my biggest fear was every time he went out that he'd meet somebody. That was my biggest fear. 40 years later, I pray to God he'll meet somebody. Anybody. But the thing about being married, though, is after like the first 8 seconds, you can really just relax and just be yourself. You don't have to put on, you can just be a bad person again. You don't have to pretend to be a good person. You don't have to do any work. You can stop pretending. You can just be yourself and let it all hang out. I love that about being married. But he woke me up the other night and he said, I had this dream about you, and I dreamt that you were involved with this guy named Jerry. Ping! And Jerry was hot. He was amazing. He was gorgeous. He had all kinds of money, and you loved him, and he loved you. What a crazy dream, right? And I said, yeah, it's my dream too. My dream. But my husband was born with a lazy eye, and by the time he was 10, it had caught up to the rest of him. Sad. It's good. There's a lot of there's no communication. We got a dog so that we don't have to communicate anymore. We just talk through the dog. We're just like, Daisy, tell Daddy to shut the hell up. You know, that's the communication we have. That's what, and it works. I find that it works really well. And it's good. It's good. I love it. And he's got that low T. Men get low T at a certain point. Have you noticed this? Have you noticed? Men get low T. We didn't have to get him tested or anything. We just started noticing he was wearing my yoga pants and my flip-flops. And he was sleeping with a pregnancy pillow. And he takes that little blue pill at night. What is that little blue pill? It's NyQuil is what it is. It's NyQuil. He takes that. Yeah. And I am a breast cancer survivor. Yes. The hardest part about not having any breasts is that I can't tell how cold it is outside. I joined the Nipple of the Month Club. It's a flat rate, but it does come with perks. Guys are good. With ADHD, I'm going to go back to that because I do have ADHD. I had an incinerator under my sink, and it broke. Does anybody else have one of those things? The garburator, the incinerator, and it breaks, right? It's always, right? It's always breaking down if you put wrong stuff in it. And I looked at it real quick, and I thought it had said something about beaver. I don't know. I thought in my head it was beaver. So I called the plumber and I said, my beaver's broken. I said, I know that you're only supposed to put soft things in it. I think I put things in it that were way too hard. I said it used to make a nice whirring sound. Now it kind of goes, and it's omitting a bit of a strange smell. And my beaver's just not what it was anymore. And so I'd like you to come out and take a look at the beaver and see if you can get me a new beaver. And if you can get me a hot beaver, that would be good, because I know that if you get the hot one, like right off the back of the, it's a lot cheaper that way. So did we just lose something? Oh my God, what's happening, Fort Myers? Oh God, oh it's bad. Oh, it's really bad. Oh, it's like really, wow, clean up an aisle right here. Wow, wow, the cake, not the cake, Jerry, the cake. Oh no, the whole thing is, oh God, I don't even know where it's squirrel. Oh, yeah, all right, you guys aren't even drinking, you're too young to drink. But, so I was back to my beaver. So I kept telling the plumber that, something was horrible wrong with the beaver, and he needs to come out and fix the beaver. So, of course, he realizes immediately what's happened. He says, listen, I want you to go to your sink. I want you to open the cabinets. I want you to bend down and read exactly what it says on that machine. And I was like, oh, Badger Bobs, Badger Beaver, you see how close they are? And yet one is so horribly like the other thing down there. This is just crazy. But, shortly after my husband and I were married, he did a horrible, horrible thing to me. Awful. He went ahead and got sleep apnea. Is anybody here an apnea? Where are you? Where are you, apneics? I'm looking at you. I know where you are. I'm pointing over here. You can't sleep next to somebody with that, right? Do you know how bad that is? With the whole... It's horrible with that... Who can live with this? So I had to get him one of those CPAP schmear machines, with the hoses and the wires and the filters and the... and what I really want to know is, why does this thing not come with a DNR? Because every morning I'm ready to pull the plug. You know what I call that thing, the mask? You know what I call it? I call it oral contraception. Because nobody is going to fuck you with that thing on. Okay, Fort Myers, you've been so much fun. Thank you so much. I'm going on, coach.
Alrighty, give it up again for CP Pose! Alright, well in just a minute I'm going to bring up your headline. Are you guys excited? Fantastic. So if you guys recall from earlier, I was telling you guys about how hard I tried to be attracted to women despite it not working. So I recently, about a year ago,